Scott, and this is my YouTube channel, Stamping Scott. Today we're going to be designing a card with a stamp set in the brand new mini catalog that just launched on January 4th. So excited, and guess what? I can open the catalog and show you the inside. So I'm going to take you right to the stamp set. So this is the stamp set that I'm going to be featuring today, and it's called For the Record. It looks like this. It's a cling mount stamp set. Really cute. I just liked all the different designs it had. This would make a really nice masculine birthday card, but also an all occasion card. And so this design I recently created for a card swap on the team that I'm on. So this video won't post until everyone on the team actually gets their cards. So I wanted to share this card design with you utilizing the new stamp set and this really cute ribbon called the Windowpane check ribbon. We've got a brand new paper that is called Mother of Pearl specialty paper. Beautiful. And we're going to emboss it with some brand new embossing folders, which are called Stripes and Splatters. And these are 3D embossing folders that will work with the new Stampin' Cut Emboss mini machine. And I say new because I haven't used it in a lot of my videos. So let's get started with this simple card. I'm so excited. It's really easy to make. So we've got 3 colors. We have Evening Evergreen, Polished Pink, and So Saffron. These are brand new colors that are featured in the In Color for 2021 to 2022. And So Saffron has been around as a soft subtle for quite some time. It's a beautiful color. You could also substitute it with Honeybee if you have that color laying around. That would be a nice color, or even Daffodil Delight. Those would all be nice, but mix it up. Use your own colors. We're also going to be using layering circles die, so we're using the 2 largest to cut the record out. We also have some Stampin' Right markers. We're going to use this to color in the heart, and we're going to use the Evening Evergreen marker. So I also have my cuts of cardstock. I have 2 scraps, one of basic white and the other one So Saffron. And then I have 2 strips for the sentiment that says, "You are awesome," and you are. We have a 1/2 inch of basic white and 3/4 of an inch of So Saffron. And then I also have my 2 cuts of cardstock for the base. This is 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches scored at 5 1/2. This is a stand card. And then for the front part of the card, it's 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Cool. The first thing that we're going to do is do some stamping. Let's do some stamping. And you guys, I'm still recovering from a sinus and head cold, so I'm a little congested, so bear with me. I may take a sip of water from time to time. So I'm going to go ahead and make my record and ink it up. And a stamp this large, the best thing to do is put it this way and take your ink pad and go ahead and do that. You really, really want to ink this one up. Make it nice and juicy. Just don't press really hard. Take our scrap piece of white cardstock and we're going to just go down. Doesn't matter how it looks because we're going to die cut it. And we're going to hold it for about 5 seconds. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1004, 1005. Bloop. Does that look gorgeous? This is Evening Evergreen. It's one of my favorite colors now. It's a really nice deep green. So I'm going to put that aside and put this over here. Then we're going to do the background of this using this really cool, I don't know what to explain. It's kind of a new wave looking sort of, I don't know. It just looks cool, doesn't it? And we're going to go ahead and do a background stamp. I'm going to put designer pearlized paper here. So I want to put the stamps here. And we're going to do a strip of each color in different directions. We will start with the So Saffron. Okay. Whoops. Inky fingers. And I'm just going to go ahead and take it like this. Normally I'd mark the card to measure it, but I'm just going to eyeball it. We're just going to go in about 2 inches. And I'm just going to kind of line it up with my grid paper here. And just kind of go like right here. Like that. Don't rock it too much. Hold it for a couple seconds. And lift. And there we go. Voila. Now I'm going to get my Stampin' Scrubber because I want to use this to do the other 2 colors. So I'm going to go ahead and put some Stampin Mist and go ahead and clean that, dry that. Let's go ahead and take our record and clean that, and dry that. Nice. Close that up. And the next color we're going to use is Evening Evergreen. So I'm going to close up So Saffron. You guys, I can't wait to get my regular voice back. But I feel very blessed to be able to be doing videos on almost a regular basis. I said I was going to do about 2 videos a month. I'm going to see if I can do that. So this is the first video for January. My unboxing of the catalog, which you can check out on my YouTube channel. I posted, I think, right on the New Year's. So press and hold. We are making our own background paper by doing this. Okay. Lift. I rocked it a little bit, but it didn't hurt it, so we're good. And look at that. It's actually even. So I just sprayed this with Stampin Mist, so I'm not going to spray it again. I'm just going to go ahead and clean it off. Good. I just don't want any of that green to bleed off into my polished pink. Now you could use any 3 colors to do this. I just chose these spring kind of colors to do it. I like these springy colors. Polished pink is so pretty, you guys. It's nice and bright. There you go. Valentine's is coming up. I actually have a brand new Valentine's suite that I purchased. And I think I'll do a video using that. It'll be fun. I showed it off in the unboxing, so make sure you check that video out. All right. And we're just gonna eyeball that a little bit. Don't rock it. And lift. Oh, perfect. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and close that ink pad up, because you know if we leave ink pads open, our hands will find a way to get into them, and then we'll have ink everywhere, right? I do think having inky fingers is healthy. But what I don't want to do is have it all over my work. So yeah, so I think what we're going to do next is to go ahead and color in this. We're going to take the heart and we're going to color in with our Stampin' Right marker. You can get these in the annual catalog. This is the In Color 2021 to 2023 Stampin' Right markers. I will speed up the video while I'm doing the coloring, so you don't have to sit here and get all zen with me while I color. All right, so we're gonna put that down. I will put these on the end, but they tend to fall off, so I'm just gonna set it down. I'm gonna use the brush tip. Now, the thing about the brush tip is that you wanna be careful just to lightly get into those corners. We don't wanna bleed over the edge too much, but this is handmade, doesn't matter. There, voila. Very nice. You can also get Stampin' Blends markers to do the same thing. I just like my Stampin' Right markers for doing simple tasks like that. Now, you could also put an embellishment over the heart, but I wanted to keep it a heart. So maybe this could be a Valentine's card too. You know, kind of keep it fun. All right. The next thing I'm going to do now is, we're going to do some Stampin' Cut Emboss mini stuff. So we're going to go ahead and emboss this cute, beautiful mother of pearl specialty paper. So I'm going to get the stripes and splatters folder. We're going to do the stripes. It looks like wood grain. Just kind of stick it in there nicely. Fold it. And for that, all the plates that you need come with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, or the mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. You get all the plates. These are some of the plates. This is the 3D embossing plate, and then the base plate. So we're gonna put this on the bottom, create a sandwich, this on the top, and put it through. I love the Stampin' Cut Emboss Mini. And for those of you that know, we are in Sale-a-bration right now. So with every $50 incremental purchase or $100 incremental purchase, you get rewarded with a free reward from Stampin' Up! Until February 28th. So now I've got my 3D embossed wood grain on that pearlized paper. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. I just wanted to have like some stripes. There we go. So we got that. We'll put that to the side. And by the way, you guys, this has already been cut to the perfect fit of my card. This is cut at 1 1/4 by 5 1/4 of that specialty paper called Mother of Pearl paper. Really pretty. All right, so now let's go ahead and die cut out the record, as well as a yellow circle for the background. Okay, so we're gonna put my little sandwich down, the #1 plate for die cutting, and then we're gonna put one of the cutting plates down where I have all the cuts on it. Choose my cardstock and put the smaller of the 2 circles I chose to go around the record. We could like use washi tape or Post-it tape, but I'm just gonna eyeball it and put the top plate on and be really careful and just get it in the machine and cut it out. There we go. Look at that. See, this little die cutting machine is a gem. I love it. Look at that. Perfect, right? So now we're going to do the yellow piece for the background. So I'm going to switch it out for a larger circle die. This is a very easy card, you guys, but we have to make all the pieces first, and then we're going to do the assembly. So we start with the sandwich, put the 2 plate down. Now this machine will let you feed 3.5-inch width of paper, so your dies can be 3.5 inches. I would say about 3.25 inches, but you could do 3.5 as well. Make a sandwich, put that through. All right. Looky, looky. So we got the circle, and then this is the record that goes on top of the circle. You could make this any color that you want. I just chose So Saffron because it's nice and spring. All right, we're done with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And if you ever wonder how to build a sandwich, it'll tell you on the base plate. If you're gonna do die cutting, it'll tell you exactly what plates to put down. So it says 2 of #2 and then 1, which is this one. And then for the 3D embossing folder, it has 1 of this one, and then 1 of this one, and you put your embossing folder between the 2 for 3D. I have another plate for standard embossing folders. Works really cool. These come with the Stampin' Cut Emboss mini machine, but not the folder. But you could earn these with your Hostess rewards when you place an order on stampingscott.com. Yes, okay. Cool. So now let's start assembling the card. Okay, so we want to go ahead and adhere this to the background of the card. So I'm going to get my Stampin Seal Plus, which is really good for textured die cuts. And to be honest, I prefer Stampin Seal Plus. If I had to have one or the other, I would just order this and I wouldn't ever order Stampin Seal. But I have them both and I use them both. But the reason why I like the Stampin Seal Plus is because it's able to adhere textured materials where you would normally use tear and tape, but you have the ease of using a dispenser. But it's super sticky. There is no forgiveness with this adhesive. So you put it down, it doesn't have the opportunity to come back up. So I have this cut perfectly to the background size, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it down. This is just adds a little bit of texture to the card. See how the lines kind of go vertical? Well, the lines on here go vertical. It sort of adds some interest to the card. Cool, and now we want to go ahead and put my ribbon. Now we're going to use the classic cheater method, which is where we take a little bit of the ribbon and we're going to cut it. And we're going to tape it around the back. And I want it to be about 1/3 up from the bottom. Just get yourself some basic cello tape. There you go. I get my cello tape from the Dollar Tree. There you go. Perfect, okay. And we wanna go ahead and add the bow. Now you see, I wanna show you a special technique on how to get that bow to look perfect like that. It doesn't take a lot of talent. It's just a skill and the knowledge to know how to do it. And I'm gonna show you how to do that today. So we're just gonna take a piece of this gorgeous ribbon. Now, of course, this is an evening evergreen as well. And this is also featured in a new catalog. I'm just gonna go ahead and tie a knot. That's all I'm gonna do. It's really simple. But then what I'm gonna do next will make a difference and make it look really clean. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm gonna go ahead and, not gonna pull it tight, but do you notice that if I were to keep it like that, I've got the fold of the ribbon on the front. So it just doesn't look as clean and as neat. But guess what? Because we're using the cheater method, we can rotate this knot around, and I'll use my scissors, just rotate it around like that. And now that messy part of the knot is underneath the ribbon, and I'm just gonna pull it tight. Look at how cool that is. You guys, this was something I figured out when I made these cards in the card swap. I was like, wow, this is a really great idea. It just totally made a clean knot there. Now, in order to create some stability, I will use some glue dots. And I'm just gonna glue dot that ribbon down so it doesn't move around. I use my scissors to do the glue dots. I just push it down and then scrape it off until I have the little glue dot on the tip of my scissors. You can use the take your pick tool if you want to. I just use my scissors. I'm gonna go under the knot, push it down on the blade and pull the blade out, and it will keep the dot underneath the bow. And so now I've got this nice adhesion so it doesn't come off. I will trim the ribbon when I put the record on the top, so that way it looks perfect when I'm done. It's like, okay, so we're going to also put the record together. I'm gonna use my Stampin Seal Plus since I have it out here. Okay. And let's get that to look as perpendicular as possible. Cool, and so that's gonna go on the front of this. I'm not gonna put it on the card until I stick it on here, which actually we can do now. All right, so once again, Stampin Seal Plus is really helpful because I've got ribbon here. Stampin Seal Plus is gonna allow me to get better adhesion so it doesn't lift off the card. Now let's go ahead and put it on here. Sometimes with these particular adhesives, you need to take your finger and push to the next piece. Sometimes you need to do it. It's like giving it a little encouragement to feed you some adhesive. There you go. All right. How are you guys doing tonight? I mean, if you watch it in the evening, how is your new year? Happy 2022. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, New Year's holiday celebration with your friends, family, or whoever. Maybe you did some crafting on New Year's Eve. I actually celebrated Christmas with my family on New Year's Eve because I was getting over some of my head cold stuff over Christmas time. So we decided to celebrate on New Year's Eve, which was great. So it was nice to be together, all warm and healthy. It was wonderful. The most important thing is that if you have family, you spend time with your family during the holidays. That's the most important part, if you can. Not all of us can do that. See how that looks? So now we're gonna go ahead and get some Stampin Dimensionals. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have some family I can spend time with. There we go. I know it's time to take the Christmas decorations down. I think because it's so cold here in Wisconsin, we just got blessed with 9-degree weather today. So I think it's the lights on the tree. It just makes things feel more lively. So I'm gonna leave it up, I think, until the end of the month, just because sometimes Januaries are not cold in Wisconsin, and other times they're frigid like they are right now. So just gonna position this so it's sort of even. The dimensional adhesive that we're using just kind of allows the ribbon to look like it's flowing underneath the medallion. Look at how cute that is already. Now, normally I would get my nice fabric scissors to make this look trim and pretty, but we're gonna use my paper snips and hope for the best, okay? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, zip, there we go. And I wanna do it on this one. 1, 2, 3, snip. Yay, see how perfect that looks? And that bow is on there really nice and clean. Although I can see a little bit of my glue dot, so I'm gonna shove it under there. There we go. All right, so the last thing we get to do is do the sentiment, and the card is done. I know, right? This is so easy, you guys. Remember, any of the cards I do in my videos, please feel free to use this as a template to make your own card designs. I don't expect you to give me credit. Just watching my videos is credit enough. I really appreciate it. If you like my videos, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment below. That's credit enough. I really appreciate you spending time with me while I make cards. I think that's a lot of fun. I really appreciate it. I never knew in a million years I would ever film videos of card making, you know, and I started doing it because people asked me to do it. I was like, sure, I should be able to. I own a Mac, I have iMovie, I've got cameras, my phone. I mean, I just bought some nice lights, and next thing you know, I'm actually making videos. So what I want to do here is create kind of a similar effect to the way the stamps look. See how the stamp is on an angle? I want to kind of create the same angle to tie the card together. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of masking tape on this guillotine cutter. You could do it on any cutter that you want, or maybe do it as a template on your grid paper. I got this really cool Stampin Scott green tape on clearance at Target. Gotta love Target. Yep, just go that way. Kind of create an angle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just want an angle. So when I feed the paper through the trimmer, it's consistently on the same angle. So both pieces are gonna be at the same place. You see how that works? Just put it on an angle. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can do this with any paper trimmer just so that you feed it the same direction for both pieces. And you see how I got that nice angle? So when I take the So Saffron and put it through there, this one's cut at 3 1/4. It's gonna have the same angle, so it looks just like the other piece, and it matches up perfectly. See? Just like that. See how perfect that is? And now they're the same angle, and that's gonna be the sentiment on the card. All right? I hope that makes sense. You can always go back into the video to watch how I did that with the cutter again, okay? Just want to have a template. If you don't want to do that, you could use one of our fabulous banner punches. These would make a really nice sentiment as well. You could use this one as a 1/2 inch, and you could do the other one as 3/4 of an inch. This is called the banner pick-a-punch. I believe that's what it's called. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get our evening evergreen and our sentiment. That is You're Awesome. Now, when I mounted this stamp, I didn't mount it, the cling, to be perfectly aligned with this. So I'm going to do a test stamp first to see how much alignment it's going to stamp. So I'm just going to stamp it on my grid paper. Oh, it's pretty well aligned. Okay, well, that's good. All right, cool. Line it up on my grid paper. You are awesome. And we're going to go down. We're not going to push too hard. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. All right. Close it up. And we're going to go ahead and attach it to this piece of cardstock here. And I'm going to use my, whoops, give it a little encouragement. There you go. Let's have a joke. Let's see a joke. Alexa, tell us a joke.
Why did the horse cross the road? I don't know. It left before I could ask the equestrian.
Equestrian. That's too funny. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to use my guillotine one more time. You could use your paper snips. Doesn't matter. What's nice about this card is you can mass produce these cards, you guys. I made 22 of these cards in probably about 4 hours. It was really easy to mass produce. It's fun. And that way, like for Valentine's, it's perfect. You know, maybe you want to give some Valentines to people that you work with. You know, there we go. I mean, look at the sentiments that are in here. We've got For the Record. That's cute, right? We got Happy Birthday, or Hey, I Really Like You. You're My Favorite Song. Now, is that cute or what? Okay, and then You're Awesome. You could even do 2 sentiments. You could say, For the Record, You're Awesome. For the Record, Happy Birthday. For the Record, You're My Favorite Song. See how that works? I know, and these are cling mount, which I always like. It's red rubber. They're really high quality. So I'm going to go ahead and use my dimensional adhesive for the sentiment, and we're going to wrap this puppy up. Yay. We'll put a 3rd one in there. Never be short on adhesive because it creates better structure. Okay. When I designed this card, I was having a real hard time with the sentiment and where to put it. And when I saw the angles on this stamp, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to have the same kind of angle? Because it looks like the needle of a record player, sort of. Like, I just, you know, it's sort of a conceptual design, but that's how my brain thinks. That's how I think. I think of where to place different pieces to sort of create a template for a card. That's when I design a card, that's how I look at things. So it's fun. But look at that. You're awesome, right? Yes, you guys are so awesome. You're awesome for watching my videos. But hey, what do you think? Do you like this design? Like, it's a lot of fun. And this stamp set is not expensive at all. And you will find it in our new mini catalog. Now, for those of you who are customers with me right now that have placed a $50 order or more in the last 6 months, I just sent your catalogs out. So you're getting those catalogs right now. But if you want to get catalogs for the next 6 months, because we have an annual catalog coming out in May, I believe, you will get catalogs from me if you make purchases now, because I always count it back 6 months. And the reason why I ask for a purchase is because it costs me money to buy the catalogs and to ship them out. That's the only reason. If you are interested in ordering anything from my website, you can go to stampingscott.stampinup.net. I have a whole catalog shop on there with all the cool things in the mini catalog, the annual catalog, the clearance site, and also the Sale-a-bration brochure, which runs live through February 28th. And then once I see that order come through, I'll make sure to put you on my catalog club list, and your catalog will get mailed out the following month. That's just the way it works with my world. But during Sale-a-bration, I'm going to try to be a little bit more attentive to timing. And this catalog is gorgeous, you guys. I mean, it's just got some beautiful stuff. We weren't able to show this in my catalog unboxing because it was before the sale promotion. But now that the sale promotion is going on, look at how beautiful this is. I love this stamp set. As a matter of fact, this is one of the leaves that are on my catalog mailers. So if you get a catalog from me, you'll notice this leaf on the catalog mailer. It's really fun, and that's the Artfully Composed Suite. They sell in suites, so you get a bundle, a stamp set bundle with ribbon and really cool elements and some nice paper as a whole set. Or you can just get the bundle and order these separately, but it gives you something to play with. One suite will give you a ton of different ideas. It is such a great catalog. Look at how cute the little ducklings and the bunny are. If you go to my website, stampingscott.stampinup.net, you can see all these beautiful items. This is really beautiful suite called Symbols of Fortune with a crane. It's just gorgeous. I kind of want to get this stamp set. This I did in my unboxing. I had Flowering Tulips stamp set. And of course, I used the ribbon in today's card. You'll notice that I had these brushed butterfly brass embellishments I unboxed, but I also unboxed this paper. You guys, this paper is gorgeous. This whole suite is beautiful. Look at how gorgeous the colors are. And of course, for Valentine's, I'm going to be featuring a video this month using this wonderful set called Sweet Talk. I got the whole suite, including a really beautiful embossing folder, the dies with the stamp set, iridescent jewels, as well as the cute designer's paper, and these cute little card boxes, and the linen real red ribbon. Just a beautiful suite. The whole suite, you guys, is $86.25. What a great thing to use for Valentine's Day. And in the back, you'll notice that the die sets give you even more ideas on what you can create with those stamp sets. Stampin' Up! Has gone way out of their way to create some beautiful presentations to give us all ideas. You know, when I saw this one with the record, I sort of got my layout from that. See, I had like a little strip of cardstock here and I got the layout. So I used that template as an idea to sort of go with it, but I created my own card. And that's how I design. I'll look at stuff of like, oh, I want to do something with that stamp set. That's how I'll look at it. Anyway, I really hope that you guys can get one of these catalogs in your hands. Like I said, all you have to do is place an any size order or a $50 order, whichever you want. If you do a $50 order, you're going to get a free gift from me the following month, and you're also going to get a free reward during the month of January. So it's really good to do the $50 order. And your shipping will only be $6.95 with a $50 order. If it goes over than that, it might be a little bit more. And then you'll get a free reward from Stampin' Up. You'll get a free gift from me, and you'll get a card the following month. It's a win-win situation. Stampingscott.stampinup.net. The shop is open 24/7. Okay, now I'm going to fumble over this catalog to figure out how to close it up. Okay. I should learn not to shoot videos at nighttime. I worked all day, so my voice is getting a little dry. So anyway, thanks you all for supporting me on my YouTube channel. I hope you found this card design fun and interesting. Remember, all the products I used in this can be found on my Stampin' Scott website. It's called stampingscott.stampinup.net. However, I do have a domain. You can go to stampingscott.com and get the same thing. These are really simple supplies. Doesn't cost a lot to make this card. I'm going to see if I can create a web link to be able to link below the comments. So it'll take you right to my shopping page to choose these items. You can easily mix it up with 3 of your favorite Stampin' Up! Colors and create your own design just for Valentine's Day or for a birthday or for something from the heart, just to tell someone that you're thinking about them because they are awesome. Remember, my whole mission on my YouTube channel is about sharing kindness. This is what it's about, you guys. Sharing kindness, doing good unto others because it's the right thing to do. You guys are so awesome. I really appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions about Sale-a-bration. This is Scott, your Stamping Scott tour guide. I hope you enjoyed today's card. You have a lovely evening, and good night for now. I have 2 scraps of Whisper White. Basic White and Daffodil Delight. Okay. I'm putting the card. And I have a little trip. Yes, I have a big trip I want to show you. You guys, you know me. You know me really well. I don't do any trips. The only trips I do are the ones that take me to other cities. We just don't do that kind of thing. I live life to the fullest with what I was given. I don't add anything to enhance that life. I don't even drink alcohol, you guys. Like, maybe a little espresso from time to time, but that's it. That's the only trip I can get. Just kidding. Honestly, it's just that I don't know why I said trip. I'll probably just delete that. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Please check out some of my other videos on my YouTube channel, Stamping Scott. See you really soon.